morning, everyone. My name is Chen, and I am one of your classmates for uh, Accounting 621. Today, I would give my review for the first week in class that we had last week. We basically discussed the fundamentals of accounting. We dwell not so much on how to create income statements and balance sheet, but more so on how it affects the business as a whole. So I'll just run down some of the topics that we discussed, and then I'll give you um, my 2 cents on what I've learned and my takeaway on what we've learned on the first week of our discussion. So, again, basically, our topic is a review on the fundamentals of accounting. First off, so we discussed multiple topics during our first session, in class session, but I would like to dwell specifically on two important topics that we discussed. The first one would be the income statement. So there are two financial statements that we basically discuss in length. And for the income statement report, what we would always consider would be the revenue of the company, also their expenses. And this would actually result in either a net profit or a net loss, depending on the situation of the company over a specific period of time. So always remember that for net profit or loss, that is equal to revenue minus expenses. So obviously, revenue is the amount of money that the business earns over a specific period of time, and expenses would be the money that is spent over the same period of time. So if the revenue is more than the expenses, it would be a net profit for the company. In the same manner that if the expenses is more than the revenue that they have incurred, they would be at a net loss. For the second topic that I would like to discuss, it is the balance sheet. So balance sheet describes the statement which embodies the accounting equation. The reason being, the formula for this one is asset equals liabilities plus owner's equity, or you can just say liability plus equity. Okay, as the formula suggests, asset will always equal liabilities plus equity. So if we talk about assets, this would comprise um, building, the land that the company has. It can also include cash, the office supplies. So these are things that are that basically provides the company current and future benefit. For the liabilities, this basically debt, something that would include debts payable to third parties, and it can also include the salaries of their employees, accounts payable, taxes. So these are just some of the things that you would see when you look at the balance sheet, and this should be included on your liabilities. A lot has been discussed for our first session, and there's one topic that actually resonates to me more than the numbers that we've learned, more than the income statement, the balance sheet, these financial reports that are obviously important. It's not the numbers. For me, what really moved me is when Trevin mentioned that what is expected for us, yeah, at the level that we are in right now, this master's degree that we are getting, is how we analyze these documents and make it valuable for our client. These are just numbers anymore to us. And when we present it to them, we have to show them and make them see how the current situation of the company based on the income statement and the balance sheet would prove useful moving forward for the company. So I think this basic idea of analyzation and putting more emphasis on um, understanding the current situation of the company based on these important documents is my takeaway for this particular session. For the discussion, I have a quick question for everybody. How important do you think would a financial consultant's role impact a company if they require their expertise to give a sound advice in relation to the current situation on of the company with regards to their current income statement and balance sheet if they are to move forward? Also, would it be safe to assume that aside from this financial statement that we have talked about, there are still other areas that as financial consultant we should be aware of? Could you name other factors that would affect your advice or analysis of the situation of the company other than the financial statement that we have talked about? Thank you. Look forward to your input on this simple questions. And thank you for listening.